What's up guys, my name is Amir. Welcome back to the channel, and this is our unboxing and quick review of Infinix Hot 10, which is a budget phone by Infinix, and it launched here a couple of weeks back. Price here in Pakistan starts at 20,000 rupees, and there are three variants going all the way to 25,000, and internationally this phone starts at 120 euros. And as we've seen with Infinix phones in the past, you get a bunch of features for this price. So you have a big display, a massive battery, and a gaming processor. So let's go ahead and unbox this phone and take a closer look at all its features. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. So here we have the box. Our device today is with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. And right on top here you have the handset, and there are a bunch of specs mentioned on the sticker. Let's go ahead and take those off. Our device today is in the Moonlight Jade color, and there are three other colors as well: Amber Red, Obsidian Black, and Ocean Wave. Interesting choice of names. So as you can see, this Moonlight Jade color is very glossy and it has this zigzag pattern to it. This is a big phone too. Along with the phone, we get some other stuff as well. So a SIM ejector tool, a silicone protective case, and some product literature. A screen protector, which you'll have to apply yourself. Moving on, there's a 10-watt charger and a micro USB cable. The phone is made of plastic, so both the back and the frame are plastic. This is a budget phone after all, and it's pretty big in size, feels really chunky, which is no surprise considering how big the battery on this phone is. In terms of looks, it's a very flashy phone. The zigzag pattern shines as light reflects off of it from different directions. One of the benefits of a big body is that the display here is also big at 6.78 inches. However, this is a 720p display, pumping out a pixel density of 264 ppi. But in keeping with the latest trends right now, you do get a hole punch cutout on the top left, which houses the phone's selfie camera. The lower 720p display doesn't really bother me because I don't feel that the lower resolution hampers my experience in any way in terms of clarity and crispness of the display itself, and it does give you some added benefits like lower power draw on the battery and also less load on the processor. And having a big display like this makes this phone a good device for media consumption. So if you watch a lot of videos or watch movies on your phone, this could be a good device for that. Now moving on to the specs, we have a MediaTek Helio G70 chipset, a Mali G52 GPU, options for 4 or 6 gigs of RAM, and 64 or 128 gigs of internal storage. At 25,000 rupees, the G70 is a decent chipset, but at the base price of 20,000, this chipset is very good, punches way above its class. In terms of performance, this chipset is not super powerful, but it will handle everyday sort of usage. So all your apps, social media, video consumption won't cause any issues. Navigating the menus and scrolling around will also be smooth. And if you play games on your phone, PUBG will run on this phone just fine. It's going to run on HD graphics because the display itself is just HD, it's not full HD, but the game will be very smooth, no lags, no stutters at all. On the software side, the Infinix Hot 10 comes with Android 10, which has Infinix's own XOS interface on top. This phone also comes with some bloatware, which you'll need to uninstall yourself. And there are also ads and instant app recommendations and stuff like that, but these can all be disabled in the settings. And once you disable them, you have a much cleaner experience. It's a fairly heavy skin, but with this phone's internals, you'll have a pretty smooth experience. Now, the battery on this phone is a big selling point. So we have here a 5,200 milliamp hour massive battery, which is really going to keep you going. For most people, it's going to last for a day and a half. If your usage is lighter, it's probably going to last 2.5 days, which is great battery life. I can really recommend this phone to people who really need to use their phone for a long time on a single charge. But the charger in the box is not a fast charger. Here you have a 10-watt charger, which is going to take a hot minute to charge this phone. You'll probably have to put it on charge before sleeping. If you don't, you're going to struggle. But once this phone is charged, then the game is on. Moving on to the cameras, we have a very basic sort of setup here. So a triple camera setup with a 16 megapixel wide angle main camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And on the front, we have an 8 megapixel selfie shooter. Expect very basic performance here. At this price range, most phones don't offer a good camera game. It's only enough to get by. Images lack detail, dynamic range is not that great, and color reproduction is also okay, not great. Now at the 25,000 rupee price point, the Infinix Hot 10 is a very decent product, but when you come down to the 20,000 rupee price point, that's where this phone really shines. It's got a very solid spec sheet, so a big display, a massive battery, a pretty decent processor for the price, and I can really recommend this phone to people who want a budget phone but are power users, or they want a phone that lasts a long time on a single charge. Perhaps their nature of work is like that, or if they're students, or if they consume a lot of media or watch a lot of movies on their phone, or if you're a casual gamer and want to play a lot of games on your phone. I think for all sorts of usage, this phone I can recommend. It's just the camera game is not that strong, so manage your expectations before you buy this phone. But overall, I like it. Let me have your thoughts about the Infinix Hot 10 in the comment section below. What did you like about this phone? What did you not like so much? I want to know it all. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.